You're listening to 1015 KOCI LPFM Newport Beach, Costa Mesa. Welcome to Sunday Brunch, underwritten by Classic Yacht Excursions and on the web at classicyachtexcursions.com. And now, the hosts of Sunday Brunch, Tom Johnson and Lynn Selich.
Hockey fans on board. But we're joined now by Cathy Michaels, who is the Senior Director of Development at the Orange County School of the Arts. And the School of the Arts, if you don't know about it, Cathy's going to tell us a little bit about it, but it's one of the greatest institutions we have here in Orange County.
If you don't know about it, you should know about it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so welcome, Cathy. Good to see you. And tell us a little bit, for our listeners who don't know about the School of the Arts, tell us a little bit about it, and then we're going to be talking about a very special project that you have going on.
Okay, it's the OCHS, as we're known, is a public charter school that was started in 1987, and it started as an after-school program at Los Alamitos High School, and it grew and grew and grew and moved to Santa Ana in the year 2000. And we were invited by Mayor Miguel Polito to set our sights on Santa Ana and grow from that point. And we started with 4 conservatories, and we now have 14 arts conservatories there.
So that pretty much that's inclusive of all the various
It
arts.
really is. A lot of people think of it as just a performing arts high school, but we actually have film and television, we have creative writing, we have culinary arts is one of our new conservatories. We have digital media, visual arts, all kinds of things in addition to what you would think of as dance and musical theater, that type of thing.
Where do you see the breakdown of kids that go to the school come from?
You know, our kids are now coming from 120 cities all over Southern California.
Oh my gosh.
It's really amazing.
Talk about a commute.
Yeah, it's probably about 70% Orange County, and we have probably about 200 kids that are coming on Metrolink trains every day from Riverside, Temecula, San Diego. So we're
and what's the single biggest reason parents and kids cite the school? That's the place they want to go.
You know what? One of the things that we've really discovered over the last couple of years particularly is they come for the academics even before they come for the arts. We're the 3rd ranked academic high school in Orange County. For academics, our test scores are higher than almost every school in Orange County. So a lot of the parents choose that first, and then the arts come second.
I don't know if you remember, Tom, but when we were doing the commentating of the Christmas boat parade this year, you interviewed a family, and all 3 of the kids, and they were in varying, like high school down to, I think, middle
we go down to middle school, yes.
And they were the most polite, just incredibly articulate kids. Remember who I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
And they were just darling, and you could tell they had that self-confidence that the arts promotes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
In all learning.
Yeah, it's amazing the poise that those kids have. When I think about myself as a middle schooler, no poise whatsoever, and these kids are
I was right there with you.
Right. But you know, the academic part of it is their motivation. They're highly motivated kids, so they're going to be good at their arts and at their academics because they're so motivated.
Well, I think it's sad too, because a lot of what we've had to give up in our regular schools do affect the arts.
Yes.
And so it's nice to see new institutions come in that can, focus on that to really take it to that next level. I think that, back when I was growing up, my mom tried to get me in the band, or I played the drums in the marching band, or took piano lessons and things like that. I don't think it's as prevalent as it was.
No, I think
back then.
Sports have taken over a lot of after-school time, and the difference with our school is the kids take their academics from 8 to 2, and then their arts classes from 2 to 5. So they have a pretty long school day. There's not really any time for sports in there, but the arts classes take the place of what you might be doing in after-school sports.
How about some notable alums that have come from the campus?
We've our most notable alum is Matthew Morrison from the TV program Glee, and he's also the co-chair of our campaign, which I'll talk about about in a few minutes. But he's probably got the biggest presence.
Okay.
But we actually took a tour of some of our donors to Broadway, to New York City last fall, to see all of the alums that we have in Broadway plays. And we had the co-star of First Date, of Wicked, of Pippin.
Wow.
I mean, all the major shows on Broadway had one of our alums in them.
That's so exciting.
And not just in supporting roles, but in lead roles.
Oh, that's great.
So that was really exciting to be able to do that.
So tell us a little bit about this big endeavor that you're in charge of.
Well, we just announced in March our capital campaign is called Masterpiece in the Making. And it's the very first time that we've ever built a building from the ground up on our campus. Everything that we've had since we opened in 2000 has been commercial buildings that we've renovated in Midtown Santa Ana, which has been great for us to be able to kind of,
It's a beautiful campus.
yeah, to
Customize it.
revitalize that area. But we came to the point where there were certain specialized classrooms that we needed, and the only way to really do that was from the ground up. So we took some property that we already owned, and we're going to build on there. And it's going to be a two-story, 60,000 square foot instructional center.
Wow, that's big.
Dance studios, science labs, and a music center.
And talk a little bit about the role that technology plays in the arts now, because I know a lot of the kids are having to learn how to do what our engineer extraordinaire here, Mike, does, because it's as much about the performing, but it's also about the technology that's behind the sound and the lighting and all that.
Yeah, and we have actually two of our conservatories that are really devoted to that. We have had a film and television conservatory for quite some time now, and the kids get a chance to do both film and television broadcasts. And one of the things that we're raising money for right now is to go HD, because everybody has to be high definition now.
Yeah, that's right.
And so I know a lot of the public television stations were doing that a few years ago, and that's what we're doing now too. But digital media is our newest conservatory, and that's game design, web design, computer animation, regular animation, and that's a very hot industry, especially in Orange County or in Southern California in general. And so we're teaching kids the really specialized skills that they need to compete in that industry.
Lynn and I have just, I've been getting involved in NBTV, which is Newport Beach TV. I'm getting Lynn involved in it, but that gives us a great canvas for some young people to do programming. One of the things I met with the Sean Bolton, who's the principal of Newport Harbor High School, maybe a month ago, about doing a show called This Week on Newport Harbor High School campus.
That'd be great.
And I've talked to Sean about that. I'd like to do something similar to in Corona Del Mar and for Sage Hill, and maybe there's an opportunity to do something with your institution also. But I think it's a great way for the kids to tell their own story about what's going on campus.
That's actually something that we do every morning. The traditional announcements that you would make at 10 o'clock in the morning to all the classrooms what's going on today. We actually have a news program that we broadcast every morning at 10 a.m. and the kids write it, they produce it, they audition to get into it, and it's called Art Attack. So all the traditional, school announcements are a produced news show every morning.
That's great.
Well, when you think about California, one of the biggest issues that we have here is we have a creative economy. We have Hollywood, we have all of the things that go on in a creative economy, and basically you're bringing up the next generation of influencers in California, at least, with our creative economy.
Absolutely. I mean, we're perfectly located for that.
Yeah, and so, when you think about where the artists and the people going to come from that are going to not take the place of, but kind of come up behind the established artists and everybody that works in that business, you're probably one of the only institutions that helps these kids achieve their dreams.
Right. We had kids in the Newport Beach Film Festival. We do every year, but this year we actually had a separate showing at the Triangle Square Theaters of just our kids' work, which was really fun.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, but our kids are always in the youth part of the Newport Beach Film Festival.
Well, Steven Spielberg, that was one of his things when he was a kid. He made all those fun, funky, homemade films.
Yeah,
and
you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it. Well, if people want to get a hold of you, if they want to support the school and especially this capital campaign, how can they get a hold of you?
We have a special website. It's www.OCSAmasterpiece.net.
It's a great website, by the way.
And
Yeah,
so
well done.
it'll tell you all about the...
Probably done by the kids.
Right.
I wish.
Right. And then if they want to reach you personally to talk to you a little bit about how they can help, how can they reach you?
They can reach me at 714-560-0900, and I'm at extension 5532.
Okay, and just the regular OSHA website?
The regular OSHA website is OCSAarts.net.
Okay, so we've been talking to Cathy Michaels, the Senior Development Director over at the Orange County School of the Arts, and we really appreciate you coming out today. As always, great to see you. We wish you all the success in the world with this new endeavor, and I know that you've got some great support already, but I just hope that the school just continues to grow and grow, and obviously you're a big part of that. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
good
for having me.
Yeah, it's good to see you, and stay and enjoy.
I will.